All right, happy Saturday, everyone. We've got a little bit of rain moving through the area, some heavy downpours, frequent lightning. This is a cold front that is moving through our area, and it's really going to stall out over us for the weekend. So just wanted to kind of give you a little update about what's exactly happening through our area right now. You can see on the radar loop that I've got playing. So we've got the heavy downpours really moving right now, right through Houston County, right across I-95 or I-75. That's moving on in. And this is going to be the biggest line of storms today, but we've really got a lot of rain chances for the entire weekend for us. So let me go ahead and walk over to the wall. We can kind of talk about what's going to be happening for the weekend. And if you're joining us on any social media platform, definitely come and say hi in the comments so I can see you and chat with you if you have any questions or anything. We've got some help out for you here. So let me pull this up really fast and see everyone as well. But happy weekend, everyone. It's technically the first weekend of spring for us. So that's at least kind of some good news that we're kind of out of winter and heading towards spring. Let me just make sure that I've got everything pulled up correctly. Especially that my mic is on. That's going to be an important part of this. Yes, but okay, so for the weekend, we've got severe weather potential for both days. We don't have any severe storms out there right now, but we've still got some heavy downpours really moving through the heart of our area. The biggest storm right now really moving over Warner Robins, Houston County, Perry, and through Peach County as well. Really just saw that heavy downpour of rain. So this is going to continue to move quickly to the east. But there is no severe storms at the moment with it, but that doesn't mean that one can't pop up here over the next few hours. The primary threat that we're looking for with the storms today, if they do turn severe, will be for damaging winds, 50 to 60 miles per hour, and an isolated tornado is possible as I continue to try to load everything up on this thing. But yeah, if you're joining us on Facebook, Twitter, anywhere, definitely come say hi in the comments. Love to chat with you. If you have any questions, how your day's going, even if it's, just something going around. Are we live? Yes, okay, I see now. I see everything now. All right, hi everyone. Hi, Quent Notes. How are you? I hope I said that right. Oh, from West Macon, hello. So nice to see you. Yes, okay, so here's what we got going on right now. Here's the radar loop. This is a cold front that's moving through right now. We had some gusty winds really out ahead of the front, but the heaviest downpours right now really moving through Macon-Bibb County, really Houston County, that dark red there. Let me zoom in right on the radar so I can really show you just where the heavy downpours are moving through right now. Warner Robins, Perry, right over Perry. Perry, you actually might be seeing some hail indicated on the radar right over 75, continuing to move eastward. These are not severe storms, but we're getting that frequent lightning, that really torrential rain, it looks like. See if I can pull up just how fast this is really moving or how much the rain is coming down. This is showing a precipitation rate of 10 inches per hour. That sounds a little absurd, a bit interesting, but that's really that torrential rain that's moving right now just east of Perry Bonaire. Really seeing that. This could be some hail as well that's moving through. Let's see if I can query that as well. See if there's any. I might have to go to the hail tracker on here. So it's not actually showing up on the hail tracker, just that's very, oh wait, there it goes. It was just a little delayed. Seeing a little bit of hail that's moving through Perry right now, just about a half-inch size of hail that's moving through right now. So we've really got the heavy downpours, the frequent lightning, even some hail associated with this. This isn't meeting the severe criteria, but it is a very heavy downpour, so it's really not a beautiful day for us. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I think we actually just had a severe thunderstorm watch issued for some of our area. Let me see if I can find that. Remember that when we have the watches versus the warnings, that's really the big thing when we talk about severe weather. We're always talking about watches versus warnings. When watches are issued, that's when the conditions are favorable for a type of severe weather to be happening, but they aren't occurring at the moment. They're usually for several hours, and that's when we're seeing the window of the severe weather start to pop up. So when we have a severe thunderstorm watch, that means we could be seeing severe storms that's going to be moving into a favorable environment. When we have a warning issue, that's when it's really happening right now. The conditions are happening. This is when you want to really take actions of your plans. We don't have any warnings out currently, but that's when those are really happening, and you either want to take shelter depending on the type of warning that's out there. So let me see if I can find this warning to show you. Okay, let's see if this will show up. Severe thunderstorm watch. Okay, so it's not showing through our area at the moment. It might not have come through yet. Let me see if I can see. It hasn't showed up yet, but that's okay. Yeah, but if you're joining us on Facebook anywhere, don't be afraid to say hello on the live chat. Comment, say hi if you've got any questions for me as well. Love to have a little chat with you all. But we're really getting, I actually just think I just heard some rumbles of thunder over the station right now. So we're really getting those heavy downpours. So let me time this out for you over the next few hours for us, because this isn't really going to be the only rain hit that we get for the whole weekend. So as we kind of play this forward here, this is at 2 o'clock. Most of us are dry, but there's still a little bit of instability in the atmosphere that we're getting 1 or 2 cells to really be popping up. So it's not going to be dry the entire afternoon. I think we will things will be falling apart. So I think we'll get a break of sunshine here or there, but a lot of the models have been showing this. There's another kind of congealment as we get later into the evening on Saturday. So here's even more stuff starting to pop up for us. Okay, I think we just got a severe thunderstorm warning. No, it's a watch. Yeah, so that's the same thing. So let's see if let me go back to that watch again to see if it shut up. Okay, here we go. So this is the severe thunderstorm watch. I don't pay attention to this time. I haven't updated that. But here's the watch that we've got going out. So this is an area that we're watching that the conditions could be favorable for severe thunderstorms to be popping up as that front continues to move to the south and east. Remember, the front's kind of just about right here. So as this continues to move in this direction, really through Houston County and down towards Lawrence County into the southeast, Dublin, Cordial, Abbeville, McRae, Telfair County, Montgomery County, you could be seeing a severe thunderstorm over the next few hours. Let me see if I could pop up what time this goes until. So this goes until 5 p.m. today. So that's about 6 hours away. Usually watches are set in place for several hours for the front to be on passing through. So let me see if I can also update this till 5 p.m. so I can do that correctly. And all of Middle Georgia for today and tomorrow are both under a 1, or actually today is under a 1 for severe storms. That means we could see an isolated storm turn severe. That's why we have the watch now issued. And then tomorrow, it's barely been ramping up. We now have a 2 issued for most of our viewing area, a 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. This means we could see a few storms turn severe. Again, the primary threat's really going to be for damaging winds, 50 to 60 miles per hour. And we could see isolated tornadoes for Sunday as well. Sunday's really the worst day of the weekend compared to the 2. Today, we'll get a little bit more of the break of the rain once this front moves through. It's not going to be completely dry for the rest of today, but tomorrow's really the more day with steadier rain and heavy downpours. Really hearing it coming down over the station right now. So let me show you back on radar, show you exactly where the storms are moving through again. Let me see on the Facebook post if anyone's said hello. Oh, I do see. Hi, Travis. How are you? Hi, Colton. It is clearing Monroe County. That is correct. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. That is true. I'm sure you got that heavy downpours earlier now down in Monroe County. You are rain-free at this point. You might see another pop-up of some showers later, but really seeing the heavy downpours continue to move south and east for us. So some good news that it is going to be clearing from the northwest to the southeast throughout the rest of tonight. Okay, perfect. So let me throw back on the lightning so we can really see that again. So still really coming over Warner Robins. This is about to head over into Twiggs County as well. Southern Twiggs County, Jeffersonville, you might be hit with some heavy downpours as well. It's moving across Bon Air, moving quickly to the north, or to the east really, but this is really the heaviest downpours that we're getting right now. This still isn't meeting severe criteria, but a lot of frequent lightning strikes. You definitely don't want to be outside in this. It's that torrential rain, really probably hard to drive in as well. And you could even be getting a few hail spots as well with that. Luckily, it's a quick moving system, so it's not going to be having these heavy downpours the entire day, but it is still very, very rainy out there for today. So let me go back and time this out for you again, because I didn't get to finish that completely. So this is at 2 o'clock. The front has mostly moved on through, but there still is a little bit of instability in the atmosphere that we're not going to be entirely dry. If we do see any more rain past this front moving through this afternoon, it's going to be a pretty quick moving shower, thunderstorm as well. Later into the day, around 6 o'clock, we are seeing a few more areas pop up. So a lot of the models have been kind of increasing in the coverage of rain, especially throughout today and tomorrow. So we might not even be dry by 6 o'clock here. And then some of the models are showing another congealment of the lines. This is 8 o'clock tonight. Another line of showers could potentially move through. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this one as well as we get later into tonight. And tomorrow is really the big day. We now have a 2 on a scale of 1 to 5 for the storms that will be coming through. So it's really just the front completely that's moving through today kind of stalls out over us. It's not really going to make it past us. And so that kind of gives us the extra lifting mechanism and the extra fire up to really be starting these storms. So this is 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It is pouring over really most of our viewing area, probably quite a few lightning strikes as well. And any of these storms as well could turn severe. We have a higher risk for severe weather tomorrow than we do today. So that means we could be seeing more of the severe activity. We get a little break in the action around 2 o'clock, but the clouds really aren't going to be giving up. And then as we get throughout the evening, not going to be as bad as it was Sunday morning. So hopefully when that rain kind of comes through tomorrow morning, it'll kind of rain out the air and kind of lose a lot of the juice in the atmosphere so that there won't be too many storms firing up. But then Monday morning, heading back to work next week, even more downpours over the area. This is really early in the morning. So as we get later into towards sunrise Monday morning, should be getting to wash away, but still just a super unsettled pattern. This front really just right over top of us, and it doesn't want to move. So that really kind of creates the instability for us just to have rain chances really for the entire weekend, unfortunately. And it's really for the first weekend of spring, which is super unfortunate. But hi, Josh. How are you? Hi, Ojavi. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, James. Hope you're all doing well today. So the latest really updates have been now that we have a severe thunderstorm watch for our south and eastern counties. When watches are issued, that means the conditions are favorable for as the storms continue to move south and east, that 1 or 2 of them may turn severe. And this is in place until 5 o'clock tonight. So this really isn't going to be the end of the severe weather, though tomorrow we do see another risk for severe weather. We just know that we are keeping an eye on the storms in case the 2 turn severe for the rest of the night tonight. I think most of the severe weather today, though, has been happening really in far northwest Georgia as the front is the conditions for more severe weather was really farther to the north of us today. And so the most of the severe weather has been farther out to the north and west of us. Let me see if I can zoom this out. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but you are, okay. So here's today. This is what the risk for severe weather today. As the front kind of moves this way, we're kind of getting that severe weather band through South Carolina, through Alabama. But especially yesterday when it was out more towards the west of us, there was quite a lot of tornado reports that were happening. And then this continued to kind of lose some energy as it continues to move north and east. But like I said, it's just going to stall right out over top of us and kind of give us that unsettled pattern throughout the entire weekend. So not really great for us. Let me see if I can show you a wider view on satellite and radar. So here we've got the watch boxes for the severe storms. I think these might be a few severe thunderstorm warnings down in southwest Georgia. We're not having to deal with that right now, but look how large the system is. This is kind of the low pressure and this big comma cloud. When the storms really are this big and you see this defined kind of comma shape, they can really know that those are the strong storms. There's snow in portions of the Great Lakes through Chicago as that continues to be pushing to the north. And then here's that cold front extending out to the south and giving that line of storms quickly moving off to the eastern seaboard. But it's really going to stall out here. The front kind of continues to move, but the front kind of stays, the low pressure continues to move out, but the front kind of stays out over top of us, unfortunately. And that kind of gives us the rain chances for the whole weekend. So yeah, we will continue to keep an eye on these storms. Let me see if we do have any warnings out there currently, because that'll be a bit more helpful. We do have some warnings out here. Oh, here we go. So there are a few warnings down in southwest Georgia as the front continues to move through, but this isn't affecting our viewing area right now. And so that means, though, we could be seeing some more activities. This continues to move eastward. This is what the radar looks like once again. It does look like this is continuing to kind of hold its shape, especially in this area through Houston County, now moving into Twiggs County. Really that heavy downpour area right here. This is going to continue to move eastward along I-16. So if you're heading out really for your Saturday evening plans, you may want to take the umbrella, especially if you live south and east of Macon. If you live north and west, I think most of your day should be dry. You shouldn't be getting a lot more rain for today, but that is going to continue to move north and east. even some of Jones County, Baldwin County, seeing some more of that rain. It's rather light for you. Here in Macon, the rain is beginning to exit, but we still could get a little bit more rain as the day moves on. So here's a loop of it. Kind of the storm's kind of continuing to move south and east. It does look like it has been weakening. So this is, look at that. Let me slow this down a little bit so I can really show you where that one cell that is moving that's really strong. So you kind of see the storm here move over Taylor and Macon counties, and it's moving eastward as it's continuing to move. The farther these storms move eastward, the less of the environment they're going to be in to keep their big strength. So kind of see those dark reds. It's kind of becoming smaller and not seeing as heavy as that bright red. So that's some good news, at least, that these storms look like they're weakening as they're continuing to move eastward. Also in Hancock and Washington counties, you really got that heavy downpour that moved through about 45 minutes or so ago, and now that's moving out. So hopefully we won't see too much severe weather for tonight, but tomorrow is another big day for severe weather. Just stay weather aware as you get through the rest of your Sunday. That's definitely the worst day out of the weekend, as it's going to be more of an unsettled day. Most of the rain does look to be in the morning now, like today. So that is definitely going to be something to keep an eye on, just in case if anything pops up. I think I'm going to keep the live stream going, and I'll come back maybe in half an hour or so just to give you another update about how the radar is moving along, timing it out for you. I just want to maybe leave you with one last thing here, just to kind of give you some key takeaway moments or key takeaways for this. Yeah, this is going to continue to be a strong storm, though, that's moving through Bleckley, Dodge, Houston, Lawrence, and Twiggs County. So that storm that is moving through like right along I-75 and I-16, continuing to move to the southeast for Dodge, Bleckley, Houston, Lawrence, and Twiggs counties. You're going to get that frequent lightning strike here over the next 45 minutes or so as that continues to move through. But it looks like it is weakening, so we will be keeping an eye off if we do see any severe thunderstorms or if there's any embedded tornadoes in them. Just know that we are keeping a close eye on that for you, and we will bring you all of the updates. Hi, Mary. How are you? Yeah, if you have any questions for me in the chat, definitely don't be afraid to say hi as well. Even just how is your life going? I love talking to you all. It's always one of the most fun things. And let me pull up this again. Okay, so really, here's what to expect really from the weekend storms. We're starting to get them this morning through most of the afternoon, continuing to move south and east. Sundays are really the big day for some severe risk, but that continues into Monday as well as the fronts just really stalled out for us. When this is all said and done, we can get up to about 2 inches of rain. So really going to get a lot of rain over the weekend. Not the best first weekend of spring for us. Saturday today, we have a 1 on a scale of 1 to 5 for severe storms. That means we could be seeing an isolated storm or two turn severe, as we do have the severe thunderstorm watch out for our south and eastern counties. Tomorrow is the bigger potential for severe weather. We're at a 2. The primary threats, if we do see the storms turn severe, will be for damaging winds, 50 to 60 miles per hour, or an isolated tornado could be possible. So we are keeping an eye on that stuff. I'm going to leave the live stream up, like I said, just in case anything kind of pops up, and I'll give you another update here in the next half hour or so. I do want to leave a little message on the screen, though. I wonder if I could do that. Okay, here we go. That was a little large. Wait, let me go back into that. That was a little too much. Okay. Could I change these words, though? That's the big question. How do I change these words? Okay, I found it. So I think I'm going to leave this probably for the next half hour, 45 minutes. So let's say I'll give you all another update around 12:15, just to kind of give this storm some time to continue to move off to the south and east. And I'll come back around 12:15, and then I'll be able to really give some more updates about this. Okay. I think I have to re-put this on now. There we go. Okay, so I'll be back for, oh no. Okay, almost here. I'm gonna get it, I promise. Slowly but surely. Just want to give these storms time to continue to move down, just in case if we do see any more updates with this. So I'll come back around 12:15 to give you the latest about what's happening. If we have any new watches out, if we have any new warnings, if we do have a tornado warning, we'll be on air covering that just to keep everyone safe. But just know today we could be seeing an isolated storm turn severe. Tomorrow it looks to be the bigger day for severe weather. Otherwise, I will be back around 12:15 and we'll be giving you all the updates for that. Hi, Karen. Thanks for being here. But enjoy the rest of your 45 minutes or so, and I will be back to give you the latest updates. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. It is now 12:15, so we're looking at a little update. I've left kind of the radar loop on here. The good news is that this does look to be continuing to weaken. So, as we're continuing to watch the storms tonight, it's lost a lot of the lightning over the past 45 minutes or so. You really saw those two really big cells. One is still continuing to move over towards Wrightsville over right now over the next really half hour or so. Just move through Dublin and Lawrence County, continuing to move through. The rain is starting to finally exit out of Houston County. It's been sitting there over the past 30 minutes or so, finally continuing to move out, but hello, everyone. As you're joining the stream, kind of coming back, or you've been here, definitely don't be afraid to say hi in the comments if you have any questions, anything you want to be asked, even just to ask how the day is going, just to let you know how life is. Just wanted to give you a little update about kind of what we're expecting for the rest of tonight. So let's go back and zoom in a little bit closer on the radar to show you exactly where the storms are right now. Keep the lightning turned on. So there's really starting to move through our south and eastern counties. So this is a cold front that's pushing through. It's continuing to move through the mid-state, really still getting this heavy downpour. It's just about to move just south of Wrightsville and north and east of Dublin. Really just got a lot of that moving continually along I-16 here. This is really the last batch of rain for most of today. The rest of Saturday afternoon into the evening should begin to dry out, but it's never really going to be completely dry. This front that's moving through is just going to stall out over top of us as we get towards Sunday and into Monday. So I think we get another fire up of rain really late tonight, maybe 11 o'clock or so, really into the evening and then into the overnight hours, pushing into Sunday morning as well. So here's those heavy downpours starting to finally exit out of Twiggs and Houston County, finally getting rid of that rain as it continues to push eastward over our viewing area. We still do have a severe thunderstorm watch out for most of our south and eastern counties. As this continues to move south and east, remember the difference between a watch and a warning. A watch, which is now set in place, is when the conditions are favorable for severe thunderstorms to be forming. We don't have any currently out there, but that doesn't mean we couldn't see one or two pop up. The conditions are favorable for the storms to be firing up. When you have the warnings, that's when there's actually a severe thunderstorm existing and occurring currently, and that's when you really going to want to take shelter if you live in that area so that you're not kind of out in that dangerous weather. So we do have a watch that's out for most of our southeastern counties until 5 p.m. tonight as the storms continue to move out. Once this last batch of rain exits, it's going to get a little quiet here. The atmosphere has kind of rained itself out, but then we get more storms firing up later on into the day. So here's 2 o'clock. The storms are continuing to move south and eastward, but we kind of still have some unsettled activity. It's going to be pretty much a damp day. I think we still will get a few breaks of sunshine, especially north and west of Macon for today. But then we get another fire up of storms really late tonight. I think this is really going to be pushing it later into the evening around 6 o'clock, maybe a little early to see more activity, but it still could be a damp evening for us. I think we will have some dry patches over the next few hours, but not going to be completely washout or dry. So then into the overnight hours and tomorrow morning, the storms fire up once again. And this one looks to pack much more of a punch as that front is really just stalled out over top of us. That helps really create the lift of these storms to really be firing up and then drop the heavy downpours of rain. So here's 9 o'clock Sunday morning. We've really got some heavy downpours for areas Macon and northwards. It is pouring Sunday morning. The rest of us, a lot of clouds in place. And this isn't really going to be moving very quickly. So it's kind of just going to stall out most of the day on Sunday. This is at 2 o'clock. Begins to kind of rain itself out. Still have a few pockets of some heavier downpours. And then continuing through Sunday, this is definitely the worst of the weekend is on Sunday. Today, we're getting a little bit of a dry patch the rest of the evening. Get some more storms firing up late tonight. And then tomorrow is really the bigger day for the steadier rain. And then back on Monday again into the overnight hours. This is early Monday morning, 4 o'clock. Once again, heavy downpours, frequent lightning through the mid-state. Early Monday morning. And really Monday is going to have the continual thing like we did on Sunday with all of the rain out of here. Then it finally begins to exit on Monday at 9 o'clock, and then we have drier conditions as we head into Tuesday, but it's really a really unsettled weekend, unfortunately, for us. High stake. So should be dry for the concert at the park tonight. I'm hoping it will be. What time is that happening at? I'm hoping it's going to be dry. There could be a quick downpour later tonight as there's just so much energy in the atmosphere. I'm thinking that it should stay dry for most of tonight, though. There is going to be another fire up in storms. A lot of the models are showing that there could be another fire up from some storms. Let me pull up a different model here just to see exactly what's going on. Oh, I just exited out of that. Unfortunate. Let me pull up a different model. So here's 12, 4, 5. I think this is really what is probably better. Around 8 o'clock or so, a lot of the models are showing another fire up of storms around, I think it'll be more closer to 7 or 8 o'clock, but just know that we're going to be dry here for the next few hours. And then as we get later into the evening tonight, it looks like another storms are really going to start to fire up, especially over the mid portions of the mid-states. So I think most of the area is dry. Around 8 o'clock, okay, we might have some downpours moving through, honestly. I would maybe say pack the poncho or the umbrella just in case, because a lot of the models are showing this continuing through the evening. So I would say pack your patience and your umbrella. We could have some downpours, especially over Macon tonight around 8 o'clock. We'll have to really see how it pans out. Just know it's not out of the question. Maybe just pack that rain gear with you in case, or if it does get canceled, if it's outside, that could be an issue as well. So we still do have the risk for some severe weather for today and tomorrow. Today, we're under a 1 on a scale of 1 to 5. That means we could see an isolated storm turn severe as it continues to move south and east. Not expecting widespread severe activity today. Tomorrow, however, though, the severe weather has bumped up to a 2. This is for Sunday, a 2 on a scale of 1 to 5. That means we could be seeing scattered severe storms. The primary threat will be for damaging winds, 50 to 60 miles per hour. And an isolated tornado could be possible with the storms on Sunday. The biggest time for Sunday really looks to be in the morning, like it kind of is for today. And then we kind of dry out in the afternoon, as kind of Saturday has been. But it's really an unsettled weekend. Love you, Stick. So we're going to have to see how that really kind of pans out for the rest of tonight. I wouldn't completely rule out some more storms later because a lot of the models are showing a kind of congealment of the lines here around 6 to 8 o'clock and then kind of continuing into the evening. So I wouldn't question it out if we get a quick moving downpour through the evening hours tonight, but over the next around 6 hours, we should stay dry. And then into Monday, really getting that heavier downpours as well. So it's really an unsettled weekend, unfortunately, with us. It's the first weekend of spring, and it's really kind of like more of a spring showers than it is kind of like a spring sunshine weekend. Really what to expect for the rest of the weekend. Moving through this morning, continuing to exit. Sunday morning is another big time, and then really all day Monday as well, especially heading back to work Monday morning. When this is all said and done, we could get about 2 inches of rain. It's really a wet weekend. The rest of today, we do have a 1 for severe risk. Sunday is the bigger day for severe weather, a 2. We could see those scattered storms turn severe. Again, the primary threats will be for damaging winds, 50 to 60 miles per hour, and some isolated tornadoes are possible for today, or for tomorrow, for Sunday. So really stay weather aware as you're heading out the door tomorrow morning. If you have any Sunday plans, it's a really good idea to download the WGXA Skywatch weather app. We always push you and give you the giving the warnings in case if anything's ever issued for our area. But here's the radar once again. I would just recommend downloading the app. You can also check the radar on the app. So just as I'm doing right here, you can look on the radar for your area and be like, is there any rain coming our way? Is there not? So you can really plan out the day and kind of choose accordingly with what you can do with the radar there. It's quite a great app. So here's the radar once again. Really this last batch of heavy downpours and the frequent lightning is moving through Wrightsville and continue to move eastward. We're still having a lot of the rain that's moving over Lawrence County and Bleckley County right now, but it's going to continue to push eastward. We'll have a little bit of a dry spell here for the next 6 to 7 hours, and then we might get some more storms that fire up later tonight, but really Sunday morning is going to be another time for some more heavy downpours. We still will be keeping an eye and watching this over the weekend. Also, if you wanted to have more updates on this, anything can maybe written down. I have a story posted on our website if you want to kind of check it out and check out the timing of the models yourself and exactly what's kind of written in there. Otherwise, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for now. I will be watching these storms for tonight and especially for tomorrow morning as well. We're going to keep you updated. Of course, if there's a tornado warning, we will be keeping you safe and having the updates on air. Otherwise, if anyone has any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. And of course, we'll be updating you on Facebook and Twitter, all the socials. And if any of the storms fire up, then download the Skywatch weather app. That'll really help you keep updated and prepared for the storms for the weekend. We finally dry out as we get towards Tuesday of next week. So really an unsettled pattern through tomorrow, Monday, and then Tuesday, we finally get the dry out as the front finally gets out of here. Otherwise, everyone have a great rest of your weekend if I don't talk to you again. And otherwise, I will see you later.